Alright, I'm back. Welcome back to the stream. Sorry for the extended break there, just needed to give my throat a little bit of a rest after that shouting that we did during Dreams. I think I'll be fine to play this game now, so before we get started, a couple things to say. First of all, this fucking game has taken over my life at this point. Like, it's only been a week, but holy shit, is Animal Crossing New Horizons the game that I was looking for? Because I played the original GameCube game. I'm not going to go off on a tangent for long. I played the GameCube game. I fell in love with it. Every subsequent game I played for like maybe a week and then I just stopped playing it. Like, it never really hooked me like the first one did. This game is the one that hooks me back into the series, so I'm glad. So yeah, Nintendo did a Nintendo Direct Mini yesterday, I believe, or the day before. I think it was yesterday. And sorry, no, it was the day before. I'm getting my days wrong. And they stealth dropped the Panzer Dragoon remake as like one of their stealth drops. And I had my eye on this remake, even though I've never played a Panzer Dragoon game before. I was kind of interested in checking out a remake of an old Saturn game, because it looks kind of like Star Fox, except you ride a dragon, which in of itself sounds like a really cool idea. Apparently this game is very short, so it doesn't say part 1 because I think I can finish this tonight. It's only, like, according to howlongtobeat.com, it's only 1.5 hours long. So it's not a super long game, but I'm not expecting it to be. It's a little bit pricey, considering it's a remake of like a very short game. But I think the experience might be something that's worth the price, possibly. Also, I don't have time to read this, so feel free to read it yourself. I'll just be reading it silently. But yeah, apparently the sequel is also going to get a remaster at some point, or a remake. So if I like this game well enough, I might wait for the remaster of the second one, or remake, sorry. I keep getting those words mixed up. It's a remake, not a remaster. We're getting a lot of remakes lately, aren't we? Like, we're getting Resident Evil 3 remake, Final Fantasy 7 remake. Last year we got RE2 remake. So yeah, part of the reason I bought this is because I'm kind of starved for a Star Fox style, like, auto-scroller shooter game that's like very arcadey and fun. Because God knows we haven't had one of those in a while, like in terms of Star Fox. Like, what was the last good Star Fox game? It was like Star Fox Assault on the GameCube. Yeah, the Xenoblade remake looks really fucking good. Like, they've really gone in and like redone all the assets. Like, some of the models look completely different from the Wii version, in a good way. It's not just a case of like upscaling, they like actually went back and redid everything. I'm excited for the Xenoblade remaster, or remake, or whatever you want to call it. So I have no idea what's going on right now, but I'm guessing this is just like a re-envisioning of the original cutscene from the original game. I've never played the original game, I've only seen like select clips from it, barely any of the game. If you told me this was Star Wars, I would have believed you, because it kind of looks like something out of a Star Wars movie. Yeah, I would say maybe stream the main game and then check out Future Connected afterward, because I believe Future Connected is meant to be like the prologue chapter that takes place after the main story. Oh yeah, I'll tell you what else Sega is planning to do remasters / remakes of. They're going to be remastering the first 2 House of the Dead games at some point. Like, they confirmed that last year. So I'm looking forward to that, especially House of the Dead 2. That's like one of my all-time favourite games. Like, House of the Dead 2 is, like, absolutely amazing. For all the wrong reasons, but it's still a really fun game. My controller rumbling? No. Sorry, I had my controller sitting on the desk while I was watching this. I wasn't sure if it was one of those games where it rumbles during cutscenes. I hate it when games do that. So I still don't have a clue what's going on here. It's just a bunch of stuff that's happening. Oh, well, he's dead. That was easy. I'm guessing that's my dragon that I ride on. This is a very long cutscene for a game that came out in like 1997, or whatever year this came out. It was like a Sega Saturn game, so late 90s. Oh, in fact it's so long, the fucking screen burner reduction thing kicked in. Yeah, maybe I should change that screen burner reduction thing to like 10 minutes and not 5 minutes. Very rarely though does that happen where I play a Switch game and the cutscene goes on for over 5 minutes. There we are, we're riding the dragon. Or are we? Actually no, we're not riding a dragon, someone else is. Okay, now we're riding it, I think. I'm confused. No, there they are. But yeah, don't let him go back to the tower. Right, okay then. Again, you can read this on your own, I'll just be reading it as I'm speaking, I guess. I kinda wish there was like English dialogue here so that the game can like speak for you, but my voice is a little bit hoarse from playing Dreams, so I'm not gonna read this like out loud. Well, he's dead. I guess that means we inherit the dragon then. I'm gonna press the D-pad again to make sure that this doesn't go into screen burner reduction. Or screen burn-in reduction, rather. I'm assuming the cutscene is this long on the Sega Saturn game as well. Very lengthy story cutscene. But I'm guessing after this it's just gameplay after gameplay and maybe like tiny bits of story in between. But yeah, I'm aware that Panzer Dragoon is like a cult classic for people who had a Sega Saturn. I never had that system growing up. I had a Sega Genesis and then I skipped over the Saturn and then I got a Sega Dreamcast. I skipped over the million consoles between the Genesis and the Dreamcast because there was like different... Like Sega made like a million different console projects for that, like between... If I can speak English today. Yeah, we're gonna turn that down a little bit. Yeah, around about 70 would work and we'll keep that there. Aiming sounds, sure. Right, so there's classic mode, but I think you can do modern controls, which is better, I think. Also, I think invert a y-axis is kind of like Star Fox, where you press up to go down and down to go up. I would prefer that. Alright. I am aware that there's a specific mechanic that this game has that Star Fox doesn't. We'll get into that in a minute. Right, let's get started. Oh, it's this cutscene again? Right, that's fine, let's just skip it. Episode 1. Right, well the first thing I'm going to have to do is figure out which button to shoot. Is it like B button or is it like ZL or ZR? If I'm playing with modern controls, then it's probably one of the trigger buttons that does it. Sure is a long loading time, isn't it? There we go. You know what's kind of sad? I recognise this song from a Sonic Team Racing game. Sonic Team Racing Transformed. Okay, so left analog stick makes you move the dragon, and the right analog stick is for independent aiming. So I have to like, it's like a twin stick shooter kind of thing, sort of. One thing that's throwing me off though is that the aiming is also inverted, which is going to take me a bit getting used to. In fact, I don't know if I can get used to that. Yeah, can I? Let me change that real quick, sorry. Wait, can I change that? Where's the options? I don't think you can change settings within the game. Okay, well, bear with me, I'm going to go back and fix that. Like, I'm fine with Y inverting for, like, the actual dragon. I just don't like inverting Y-axis for, like, the aiming. That's the thing that's really throwing me off right now. Yeah, I'm gonna turn that off. Right, so let's try that again. And hopefully I can, like, not fly around like a fucking drunken maniac. See, in Star Fox you didn't have to worry about, like, having independent controls for aiming and flying. Like, in that game, everything was just done with the one analog stick. So this is a little bit different from what I'm used to. I'm not sure if the original Panzer Dragoon was like this, because this could be, like, the modern control setup. But yeah, like I said, this song... Right, okay, that's a little bit better, actually. Right, that's fine. I'll play it like this. And it is the ZL and ZR button to, like, fire, or the ZR button. So yeah, this song was in Sonic and Team Racing Transformed, or whatever that game was called. I'm not sure if there's a charging button. Oh, I see, right, okay. You hold down ZL to charge a weapon, and then you can lock on, so it's kind of like Star Fox. Cool. Oh, you can lock onto multiple as well. Kind of like that tornado minigame in Sonic Adventure. You can, like, lock onto multiple targets to take them all down at once. So yeah, this looks cool so far. It's a very minimalist, like, remake. I mean, it's not like a complete from the ground up reimagining like the Resident Evil games are, but at least it plays pretty good. It still runs at 30 frames per second though. I wish they could up that to 60. Oof. So one thing this game does that makes it stand apart from Star Fox is you can aim in all 4 directions by tapping the bumper buttons. Or sorry, the L and R buttons. So if you see something behind you, you can turn around and aim behind. In fact, I'll do that now. Just as an example. So that's something that this game does that Star Fox does not do. And now we've got enemies on the side now, so I have to, like, look this way. It's going to take some getting used to, like, adjusting to that. But yeah, that's, like, the unique gimmick to this game that makes it different from a Star Fox game. If Nintendo ever makes a traditional Star Fox game again, I do hope they include something like that to, to like really mix up the gameplay. So I feel like they could do something like that, but the question is, how could they work that into like the R-Wing? Like, how can they get the R-Wing to like fire behind or whatever? I guess they can like install additional turrets or whatever. I don't know. I'm not sure if there's a speed up button, like you can boost or whatever, I guess not. But yeah, I like the music so far. So if I end up liking this game, I might end up streaming some more Panzer Dragoon. I mean, the remake of the second one's going to be coming out at some point. But there's also a Panzer Dragoon game on the Xbox One that you can get through Game Pass, which is not the sequel, it's like the fourth game apparently. It's called Dragon Quest. It's called Panzer Dragoon Orta. I forgot what the sequel was called, it's getting remastered or remade, but it's not Orta. But yeah, Orta was like an exclusive game for like the original Xbox, but it's on Game Pass, you can play it on Xbox One. So I'll probably check that out at some point, apparently that's a good game. Right, so I'm guessing we have to take this ship down. Now let's get started. Still trying to get used to dual stick aiming. I do love the dynamic like aspect of like aiming from all four directions, like in front, the sides, and behinds. Oh. So yeah, when you see the camera snap into position like that, that's just me like doing a 90-degree turn. Just so that I can aim in the appropriate spot. Also, right now I cannot control my dragon's position, I can only control the cursor. Like, the dragon's just like locked in place at the moment. Oh. So yeah, the dragon's just in autopilot right now, so I can't really move the dragon itself. Oh. Oh. Yeah, gotta watch out for the missiles. Well, I'm really bad at destroying them. Yeah, fuck the missiles, I'm just gonna spam the fire button, I'll probably get this destroyed soon. Oh, wait a minute, is that my health bar at the top or at the bottom? Oh no, wait, the boss health bar is at the top, mine's at the bottom. I thought it was the other way around there for a second, I thought I was dying. I guess the blue health bar makes sense for me because I'm a blue dragon. There we go. So yeah, this is kind of cool so far. I like it. It's kind of hard to judge this particular remake though, because it's like a very... It's a relatively simple remake. Like, it's not changing the foundation of the game or anything. It's just changing the visuals. And it's like the only thing that really bothers me so far is the price tag. It's like $30 or £22, I think, in the UK, because I bought it on the eShop yesterday. I was going to stream it yesterday, but I didn't feel like streaming last night, so, like, after the direct. So I still have no idea what's going on in this story. I guess I wasn't paying enough attention. We're just fighting against an army, I guess. Must capture that dragon at all costs. Yeah, I don't know which ARMS character is going to be in Smash Bros. To be honest, I don't really care too much for ARMS. It was a fun game for a few weeks, but I kind of lost interest in it. It's not like Smash Bros. Where it's something I can come back to, like, a lot. It's something about it didn't really stick with me after, like, the first couple months. So yeah, it's kind of weird that Nintendo... Like, you have to remember, when Sakurai puts these characters in Smash, he's not the one that's picking the characters like Nintendo is. But yeah, Nintendo picking, like, an ARMS character, that's, like, a weird one. After I'm done playing this, I'm gonna have to, like, compare the Sega Saturn version to this, just to see what it looks like. I guess it's possible to play the game without moving the dragon itself, but you need to, like, evade stuff as well, so... Just logging onto as many targets as possible before I release. Oh, the minimap shows you where enemies are coming from. That's cool. Oh, there they are. I'm not really good at this, am I? There we go. At least it's easy to walk on the targets. Yeah, well, I don't think the character's going to be Springman since he's already an assist trophy. There we go. Got them all at once. So it's weird how this game, at least for this level, has more ambient music and not like actual music, like the first level did. I'm guessing once I get out of here, music will start playing again. Getting bombarded with fucking bees. Not the bees. So I found out in Animal Crossing New Horizons you can actually capture the wasps that come out of the hives. Oh my, getting hit by that. Sorry, I thought something was hitting me out front. Like, we're looking behind right now, by the way. Like, I think the idea is the dragon's always facing forward, but it's not the dragon that's shooting, it's the pilot. So the pilot has the freedom to, like, turn around. So that's why you have, like, different directions that you can face while you're flying. It's kind of a cool idea. Also, I'm taking a lot of damage right now. I'm assuming there's no health power-ups, I just have to deal with what I've got left. So when you're aiming behind or to the sides, I guess your dragon cannot move. but when you're aiming at front, then you can move your dragon. Didn't realise it was coming from behind. I really should pay attention to that radar, so that I know where danger's coming from. Can't let you do that, Star Fox! Okay, so you can walk onto one target multiple times to do more damage. That's kind of like that walk-on system from Sonic Lost World, actually. Oh, fuck. Didn't mean to turn the camera there. There we go. Prototype Dragon destroyed, I think. Or defeated. I guess he just wanted to fly away. So I'm guessing we'll fight him again later in the game. Again, apparently this game is a very short game, so don't expect me to get like beyond 2 hours tonight with this thing. I'm not sure how many episodes there are, but I'm going to guess maybe like 6 episodes. So we're not too far off from the halfway point. I'm not sure what the longest Panzer Dragoon is, but I'm guessing the first game is quite a short one. But yeah, regarding the arms thing for Smash, truth be told, I've forgotten most of the characters in that game. Like, I know some of them. There's like Twintel, the one with like that drinks like a cup of tea or something. There's like the gooey one, Helix. There's that mummy one, I forgot his name. Ribbon Girl, of course, which is like the companion character to like Springman, and that's about it. I don't remember that many characters from that game. Right, well there goes that thing. Oh yeah, so I briefly mentioned it earlier, but Sega is reviving, or like bringing back, like their, I think it's called Sega Sanshiro, or Sega Shiro, I forgot what it was called, like the guy that was like the mascot for the Sega Saturn. I briefly mentioned it during my Dreams portion of the stream, but I wanted to bring it back up again just because it was kind of relevant to the topic at hand of the game, which is like a Sega Saturn game. So yeah, if you don't know who Sega Sanshiro is, he was kind of like a mascot for the Sega Saturn. And there was like this whole like advertising campaign where it was kind of like a serialized drama sort of thing, where there was this like karate guy who was framed as like a hero for Sega, and by extension the world's. It's really fucking weird stuff. Like, look it up. I think it's spelled Sanshiro, Sega Sanshiro. But yeah, it's like a series of commercials that was in Japan about this guy who was like a karate person, but he was also like a superhero. And the very last commercial was like kind of like a send-off for the guy, and this was like, I don't know, when did the Sega Saturn come out? The late 90s, so it was like almost 30 years ago that they did those things, like that commercial, or like advertising campaign for the Sega Saturn. But yeah, they're bringing that back, but they're like bringing back like a successor to that character. And apparently it's like the actual son. It's like in this like new commercial campaign thing, it's meant to be the son of this guy, but it's actually like the biological son of the actor as well, which is kind of cool. I kind of like that. kind of a nice way to, like, pass the torch on. But yeah, they're doing that to, like, celebrate Sega's, like, 60th anniversary. That's the reason they're bringing this thing back. Oh, I see. Didn't realise I could shoot at the turrets. Also, I took a lot of damage during that bomb area. Just looking around me real quick. I'm guessing the boss is coming up. Look at my health bar, I've got barely anything left after all that bombardment. Prototype Imperial Assault Ship. But yeah, whenever House of the Dead 1 and 2 get remastered, I hope they come to the Switch, because I'll probably play them. Like, it is possible to use the gyroscope for aiming for a light game style game. So I could see the remaster coming to Switch. Sorry, I was looking for his weakness there. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up dying. I'm not sure if there's any checkpoints in this. Oh. Again, I'm still getting used to, like, aiming and flying, like, moving around at the same time. Wow, somehow I didn't die. Oh wait, are we still... Is there another phase coming up? Yeah, good luck with me trying to beat it now. With like one hit left. Oh shit! It landed right on my fucking head. Right, I've still got 3 continues, or 4 continues. So yeah, it's one of those kind of games. I'm guessing they were going for like a very arcade-like experience sort of thing. I mean, this is Sega we're talking about. Arcade was like the bread and butter for the 80s and 90s. So do I start from the beginning again, or do I start from the boss fight? Yeah, start from the beginning again. Right, so I've got to do better this time and try not get hit too many times early on. I say as I immediately lose 1/10 of my health bar. Aye! What am I doing? I wonder if destroying these makes the turrets, like, not operate. Because there must be a reason why you can destroy those pistons. Right, here comes the turret section. Well, the turrets still seem to be operational, but I don't think they're firing like the huge rockets anymore. They're just firing... they're firing fireballs. Which I don't think does as much damage. Oh, shit. Oh no, wait, these are the turrets that fire the big rockets. Oh, this part's gonna suck. I'm still not used to dodging all this shit. Ugh. Takes so much damage from them as well. How's the game so far? It's not bad. Again, it feels very Star Fox-ish. I'm still adjusting to the two unique mechanics of this game. Like, one, that you like aim and move independently of each other with both analog sticks. And the other thing that I'm getting used to is like aiming in 4 different directions. Seems like the game's really designed around those two things, so you need to make the most of them. Right, let's see if I can do any better this time with the amount of health that I've got left. Oh Jesus. I was not ready for that. Oh. Wrong button. Yeah, it's probably better if I just do this instead, if I just like... I'm trying to like release my charge shots. Also I can't... Okay, never mind. Sorry, I was aiming in the wrong place. I don't know why I'm sucking so bad, like trying to read where I'm supposed to go, up or down. I have a bit more health this time going into the second phase. Not much more though. Fuck. Get out of the way. Gotta keep an eye on that radar. Oh, he didn't land on me. The rockets killed me when he was landing in front of me. I thought he jumped on me the first time. Oh shit. Last phase, I think. Fuck it, just spam the shots. Locking on doesn't seem to be the best idea right now. I think I've pretty much got it. Just looking for that sweet spot. There is. There we go. There may possibly be a part 2 to this if I run out of all my continues, since this game does use a continue system. But I probably have enough continues to get through the whole game. Also, I got one extra continue, so that's good. Made up for the one that I lost. Again, the loading times are quite long. I wonder if the Saturn version took this long to load their levels. Unfortunately, I cannot do the barrel rolls. I can't, like, dodge those projectiles. Or I can't, like, deflect them. Yeah, I find myself over-relying on charge shotting. But then again, it is a good way to, like, dispatch of multiple enemies at once. Also, how did I lose that much health at once? Or did I start with that much health? Wow, I'm taking a lot of damage, Jesus. Trying to walk into those other things there. Ugh. Yeah, I'm probably gonna lose a continue. I think I've taken too much damage early on. It's harder than it looks. Because again, you have to like move and aim separately. And as you can see, I've taken so much damage because I can't do both effectively. Mostly moving. I'm guessing the radar was in the original Panzer Dragoon, because it seems like the game's designed that you've got to, like, it's designed in such a way that you have to pay attention to the mini radar, so that you can see where the danger's coming from, and then act accordingly. I couldn't imagine playing this without the radar. Oh shit. I got gypped by that. Also, I was partially looking at the radar just to see where danger was coming from, not realising that the danger was in front of me the whole time. Right, well here's the boss, Guardian. Oh, fuck. Hi, Cray. Yeah, I'm probably gonna lose a continue. I've taken too much damage, I think. Yep. Yep. It's unfortunate that if you lose a continue, you have to, like, do the level all over again. No checkpoints. Right, so I'm gonna have to be extra vigilant avoiding all that danger early on, because you saw how much damage I was taking from, like, the first minute of the level. Yeah, Star Fox Assault is a pretty good game. Oh shit, I'm holding the wrong button. Yeah, I gotta be careful there. Should have known that was gonna happen. Right, so I have more health now than I did the last time. By this point I had like half my health bar left. So I'm improving a little bit. Not by much, mind you. Ah, fuck. Okay, well, never mind. Look at my health bar now. It's almost down to half. Yeah, the game's about 2 hours or 1.5 hours according to how long to beat. Walk on. There we go. Just trying to walk onto that thing before it hits me with its beam. Just like this one is. Yeah, with this part I can just stay in the middle, I just have to aim. Shit. Okay, we got it. At least that time I was ready for it, kind of. Right, here comes the boss, I think. So I've got a lot more health this time going into the boss fight than did the last time. I don't know if hitting it early on actually affects its health bar. I don't think it does. Doesn't seem so. Yeah, I'm gonna stop relying on charge shotting because that doesn't seem to be helping much in this fight. I don't know how to dodge that when he like gets to my side and then bumps into me. Oh, there goes one of its claws. Right, I'm almost done. I'm just locking onto his head because I can't properly, like, spam shoot that because the hitbox is so small. I'm guessing it's dead. Yeah, it seems like it's dead now. He's dead, Jim. Reminds you of a very specific boss fight in Prime 3. Yeah, someday I'm gonna have to play Metroid Prime 3, that's like the only one I haven't played. I played 1 all the way to the end. I played a bit of 2, I didn't finish that one. And I haven't played 3. I've heard 3 is great though. Still hoping that Nintendo eventually puts the Prime trilogy on Switch. I mean, I've got it on the Wii U, I just don't feel like digging up my Wii U to play it. And my Wii remotes for that matter. My Wii remote and nunchuck. Well, it seems like I get an extra continue every time I beat a level, so that's cool. Yeah, I didn't like 2 that much. It wasn't terrible, but I didn't like the dark light. I didn't like the light world, dark world system thing. It kind of felt like it made the game a bit more convoluted than it needed to be. Like, the first game, in my opinion, is like a masterpiece. But the second one, something about it, it was the light world and dark world system, but it was also, I think, it seemed a bit more confusing in design, like the overworld that you were exploring, whatever the world was called. Okay, so I don't start with full health, that's why I had less health starting the next level. Really gotta pay attention to that mini radar. Yeah, I'm probably gonna lose a continue again because I've taken I mean, I was already down by a bit to start with, but I've taken too much damage early on. I doubt I'm going to finish this level in my first attempt, but let's see how far we can go so we can figure out what to do and what not to do later on. Oh, fuck. So yeah, the reason they give you such a long health bar in this game is because you cannot recover your health. So this is to do me for the rest of the level, which is probably not going to happen at this point. No. Reacted too late. Okay, somehow I didn't get hit by that. That wasn't even the boss, by the way, that was like a mini-boss, I guess. Let's see, how many of these can I lock onto? None. Okay, so you can't just lock onto those Dragons that you see flying by. Gotta destroy these first. Get them out of the way. Might actually still be able to beat this, possibly. Oh! Oh. Of course there'd be a bunch of enemies to interrupt me. There we go. I don't know how I'm still alive. Don't ask me how I beat that. I'm kinda paranoid that it's still alive. You know, like that one boss in Star Fox 64 where you defeat it and then it gets another health bar? That robot that fucking, like, yeets Bloody Slippy into that planet. Nah, I think it's dead. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Sure it's taken a while to die though, isn't it? Oh. It's not over yet, brother. It doesn't have another fucking health bar. Jesus Christ. That took a while to get to fucking phase 2. Oh shit. Thought I couldn't walk onto that there, it wasn't working. Okay, now it's dead, I can't move anymore. I guess that indicates when the boss dies, when you no longer have control of the dragon. So I somehow managed to do that on my first try, so I got an extra continue. I'm guessing we're going to be storming that fortress next. Storming the fortress in the storm. Right, well this loads. Panzer Dragoon. How many episodes? I'm guessing like maybe 7 or 8 episodes. Okay, well I'm not finding the immediate answer right now when I'm googling this or searching this. Give me 1 second. Nah, I can't find... Yeah, let me try using Google then, because DuckDuckGo is not giving me the information I need. Panzer Dragoon episodes. So I'm just curious how much more of this is left. I can't find the information here as well, and if anyone can find this information for me, let me know. Let me check this walkthrough, maybe this will tell me how many episodes there are. Okay, so there's 7 episodes, there's 6 episodes, and then the next one's called The Last Episode, so we're almost done. Yeah, I'm still confused about the story, to be honest. Well, I'll probably lose my continue this time because we're starting with much less health this time, due to how close I died in the last one. Like, it refills your health a little bit between missions, but it doesn't fully replenish it. Taking a beating right now, Jesus. Yeah, that was quick. Didn't fucking last long now, did I? Of course, if you use a continue, you start with full health again. I didn't drop any frames, did I? No. Right, good. Sometimes when I load up websites, my internet decides to die on me, which is the perfect time for streaming. Or rather, it's the perfect time to fucking die when I'm streaming a game. But yeah, my internet is just that limited where it's just like, even though I can like stream at 60 frames per second and what, sometimes my internet tends to like struggle if I'm like trying to load a website at the same time as I'm streaming for some reason. Even if it's just like a simple page and not like a YouTube video. Sometimes it doesn't do that, but most times it does. Which is why I'm so reluctant to do so in the first place. As you saw during my dream stream earlier. I've already lost half my health. God damn it. This may end up being a two-parter because something tells me I'm going to lose all my continues. Unless I somehow, like, manage to beat the boss with this much health left, I guess we'll find out. I mean, it's happened before. Could happen again. I'm gonna have to pause the game so I can read that chat message, because I can't really... It's kind of hard to read a chat message while looking at what's going on the screen. Did you hear that Platinum said they would announce the last part of the Platinum 4 announcements on April 1st? I heard about that, but it's weird that they're doing it on the 1st of April and not like the 2nd of April. Or the 31st of March. Like, surely they're aware that, like, April 1st is like April Fool's Day. I think Nintendo themselves are going to talk about, like, Bayonetta 3. I don't think that's going to be, like, a Platinum specific announcement, if that makes sense. Like, Nintendo will probably talk about it maybe around E3 time when they do their... I know E3 is no longer happening, but I think companies are already like, primed to announce games in June. So, I think maybe around June they will talk about it, or, like, sometime later this year. I'm trying to think of what Platinum games I would love to see. I mean, I would love to see Beautiful Joe getting remastered. Like, that game, I feel like, deserves a second chance. Oh yeah, since the whole coronavirus thing is happening right now, I'm assuming, like, the Wonderful 101 was supposed to be shipped in April. I'm assuming that's going to get pushed back now, for reasons. Mainly COVID-19 being the main reason for that. Which I'm fine with, I can wait longer for the Wonderful 101. It just kind of sucks how things like that get delayed as a result of this whole pandemic. I don't think they've updated us on, like, if they are shipping it out in April still, or if they're going to wait, like, a couple months until the whole pandemic blows over. Anyway, here's this fucker again. Did I beat the level? Oh, okay then. I beat the level. I thought I was about to fight that thing. You get 2 credits? Okay then. But yeah, if it gets delayed like to like May or June or July or something, I can wait. I'm not in a rush to get Wonderful 101. I'm just happy I backed it when I did, because I feel like Beautiful Joe, that game maybe deserves a second chance. I didn't play it when it first came out, and that's pretty much my point. I would like to give that game a second chance. I think my favourite Platinum game might be... I'm not exactly sure, actually. I'm going to have to go by the list. I think they did Okami. I think that might be my favourite Platinum game. Or was that Clover? I think Platinum is made from people from a studio called Clover. I think... I'm gonna have to look into that. Sorry, I'm a bit tired, I don't remember the details, but they used to be like a studio that worked for Capcom, which is when they made Beautiful Joe in Okami. It was like Clover, or let me check. I actually forgot the name of this company. Platinum Games Wikia. But yeah, they're made from like a previous company. Like, yeah, it's called Clover. So Capcom's Clover studio closed down, and the people who were working at that studio made their own company called Platinum. So that's what I'm thinking of. I don't think they own the rights to Beautiful Joe. I think Capcom do. Same for Okami. But there's always the possibility that they could buy those franchises back off of them. And I think Nintendo, or well, Sega owns the rights to Bayonetta, but Nintendo's funding the sequels. So it's like a joint like ownership between Nintendo and Sega, but Sega's the one that owns that one. Anyway, here we go, let's do the last episode. I'm kind of wondering what Project GG is, because I saw the teaser trailer for it. So the last episode is just a boss fight. The Super Dragon. Whoa, check out that frame rate there, did you see that? That was like 5 frames for a brief moment. Yeah, I thought the last episode was going to be like a full level and then a boss fight, but now it seems like just as a final boss. So we'll probably be done with this shortly. I don't know if I'll beat it on my first try though, because I don't have full health going into this fight. Nope. Trying to avoid those fucking egg robots. They kind of look like the egg robots from the Sonic movie, actually. Those little egg things. Ah, fuck. Yeah, I'm taking a lot of damage from that. I'm guessing it's going to have a phase 2 after I get rid of this health bar. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that's happened. Or it could just explode. Okay then. I'm not even sure if that's it, or if there's like one more boss. Oh, okay, so this must be the final phase. Oh wait, was this not that prototype dragon that I fought at the start of the game? Guess that makes sense. So it went from Super Dragon to just Dragon. Good animations. So wait a minute, it flew away? Like the evil one flew away? I thought we were fighting each other. Oh, okay, so that's the end of the game. Right, there you go, there's my results. I'm surprised that my ratio was so high. I mean, then again, I was locking on most of the time, but my ratio was like above 80% for almost every level. One of them was 77%, but besides that... So my rank was Sharpshooter. So yeah, that game kind of ended abruptly, but there you go. I knew it was a short game going in. I just wasn't expecting it to end on the note that it did, but there we go. Yeah, it's probably to set up for the second game. Still a bit of an abrupt ending though, in my opinion. But yeah, I was looking into how many Panzer Dragoon games there are, and I think there's like 4 of them. And there's also like a couple spin-offs. Would you believe me if I said there's a Panzer Dragoon game for the R-Zone? AKA that fucking Tiger Electronic ripoff of the Virtual Boy that AVGN did a video on once. It fucking exists. I'll need to look up a video of that. I wonder if somebody's like made a video about that, like whether they've just like done a video talking about it or if they've just like recorded like gameplay of that. Because I want to see what it looks like now, truth be told. Right, well there you go, that was the Panzer Dragoon remake. It was alright. I kinda liked the mechanic of like aiming in different directions and moving independently of your aims. My only critique of the game is it's a little bit expensive considering how short the game is. And it's not like Star Fox 64 where you get like lots of replayability, it's just like 6 levels and that's it. But yeah, other than that, it was alright. I enjoyed myself well enough. Just a little bit on the pricey side, that's all. It's like £22, which I think equates to around about $30. So it's a little bit on the steep end considering this just came out. But I'll probably check out whenever they eventually remaster the sequel, I'll probably check that out. And I think I mentioned earlier, Dragon Quest. Why do I keep saying that? It's because it's dragons in its name. Panzer Dragoon. It's not even dragon, it's dragoon. My brain's melting, sorry. But yeah, Panzer Dragoon Orta is... I think that's like the 4th game in the series, but that game is on Xbox Game Pass, so I could always check that one out if I want to play another one of these without spending any money. Since I already have Game Pass. That Tiger Mortal Kombat thing in the latest AVGN looks hilarious. Maybe, like, I was thinking about it maybe like streaming like Tiger Electronic emulators, because I didn't know that those things existed until AVGN pointed it out, but no, people have been like making emulators for those things. So it's like, if I can find a number of like Tiger Electronic emulators, I could maybe just like do a segment where I just like check them out. I had some Tiger Electronics growing up. I had Toy Story and Sonic the Hedgehog, and I think that was it. I think AVGN said it best when he did his Tiger Electronics episode like a while back. Like, he said that like Tiger Electronic games were like cockroaches, like no matter what you did, you couldn't fucking get rid of them. And now he also said something like Panzery Smook. Right, okay then, so I'm guessing that's from their kid. So yeah. I wasn't expecting to be greeted with that at the end. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. That picture like caught me off guard because I wasn't expecting that shuffled in with like all the concept art. It was like, oh look, here's this cool looking thing, oh here's cool looking dragons, oh look, here's a drawing by a 2-year-old. That just looks like something taken out of a Halo game, or like some sci-fi game. The stream died? Hang on. Oh, it did? Shit. I'm gonna be ending the stream shortly anyway, but my internet just died, it seems like. Cool. Good to know that my internet couldn't wait like another 5 minutes. The bitrate was already lowered to begin with. Fucking hell. And now the burn-in reduction's happening again. I'm gonna have to restart the stream. Good. Right, so for people watching the VOD right now, this is exclusive content that you will not see on the stream, because the stream is, like, not on right now. I'm trying to fix that on OBS. I mean, it's not like you're going to see that much different or hear that much different. OBS is doing something dumb right now. I click stop streaming, but it's, like, still trying to stop it. Right, give me a minute till I fix this. I love it when OBS works against me. Oh. Might hear some Windows sound because sometimes OBS likes to do that when I try to restart the stream. Yep, I'm gonna have to wait like another 15 seconds. If I restart the stream too soon, it does that, which is really fucking annoying when you just want to like restart the stream real quick. Right, let me try now. Right, okay, now it's back. Right, okay, sorry about that. I know my internet died, I was trying to like restart it, but OBS was like taking a million years to actually reconnect. You didn't miss much there, it was just the rest of the credits. It just literally ended and went back to... In fact, I'll show you real quick. For those that missed that there. There was no like post-game credits sequence. If I can speak, there was no post-game credit sequence, it just like ended after that and it just went back to the game. So yeah, that's all it did, it just went back to here. So you literally missed nothing. But I'm about to end the stream now anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. Sorry if my commentary was a little bit shit, but Panzer Dragoon, it's an alright, like, Star Fox style game. Obviously it's not as polished, I would say, as a Star Fox, but I can see why people consider this a cult classic, because it kind of, like, feels like it's taking these ideas and trying to, like, trying to improve them in their own way. So yeah, maybe at some point, I don't know when the remake of the second game's going to come out, probably not for a couple of years I would imagine, maybe like another year or so. But maybe at some point I'll check out Panzer Dragoon Orta for the Xbox. I mean, that's on Game Pass, maybe I could check that out, see how long that is and maybe stream that.